to all of the napkins and all of the plastic bags that have been in the back of my vehicle, that have decided to abort mission and to commit the suicide and to fly out of my window in the middle of a jam session on the highway. I do wish you the best on your journey, because apparently being in my presence was not what you were wanting to be. So you jumped out of the window and flew across the highway where I could no longer reach you. I'm confused. Hey, you guys, it is your girl Kia, all up in the building, all up on your screen, and I literally just had a plastic bag fly out of my back window. I have no clue what was in it. I don't know. I listen. I just went grocery shopping a little bit, so I don't know why it decided that it no longer wanted to be in my presence, but I don't understand. I feel like, listen, I have been driving now for about 4 or 5 years. Let me pull out my ID. I gotta see. Hold on one moment. I stand corrected. I have been driving for the last 7 years, you guys. 7 years. Yes, I was a late bloomer driving. Okay, I was super late driving, and it wasn't even that I was afraid. I was scared to death to drive, y'all. Like, I don't know what I thought was gonna happen. I don't know what crash I thought was about to take place. I don't know what was gonna happen when I got my license. All I knew is that I was just uncomfortable behind the wheel at that time. So yeah, I waited until, if it's been 7 years, I waited until I was 23 years old to get my driver's license. Which, listen, some people don't get it at that. Some people get it later. But I know it's kind of late for me. But it's so funny because, like, y'all, I didn't get my driver's license until I was 23. But I had my temps like 6, 7 times. I got my ID temp at the age of 16. As soon as you could get them, I was there with mom. I want to get my license. Mom, I want to get my temps. Mom, I want to, like, I was just so adamant about getting it. She's like, okay, well, let's do it. So I went there. I passed the first time. So excited, because you have to do the written part or whatever, the exam entrance, whatever it is, to get your temps. And I was so freaking excited, you guys. Like, I'm like, Mom, look. I got, little did she know that I would be like, Mom, look, like 15 times, because I got my attempts at least 5 times. And it got to the point that she no longer cared that I passed. It's like, at this point, if you don't pass, there's something wrong. Okay? You've passed the same test 5 times. So if you don't pass it now, that is something going on that we need to discuss. Okay? Something is wrong. Something is wrong. But I really feel like since driving for the last 7 years, I feel like nobody has been trained properly. Nobody has been trained properly. The driver's test in itself is very questionable. Okay? It's literally like 10, 15 minutes long. First of all, no, you have not seen all we can do and all we don't do and all the illegal stuff that we are going to do on the road in that tiny time span. You just don't. You just don't. They have you do the little driver's test where you literally just drive for 5 minutes. Like, and it's not even on the highway. It is just on a basic quiet street. The most quietest neighborhoods. You need to see these people in traffic. Okay? You need to see these people on the highway. You need to see how these people don't use their blinkers. I had somebody literally stop in front of me in the middle of the highway. In the middle of the highway to get over into the next lane. That is not what we were taught. Okay? That is not how that works. Meanwhile, you're causing traffic behind you. Nobody was in front of him, okay? Nobody was in front of him. He was trying to get over. Instead of being like, oh, well, let me race this car real quick to get over. No, he's like, I'm shutting it down. I'm shutting it down. Nobody's moving until I can get over. Make it make sense. I'm confused. This is not what we were taught. This is not what the book says. This is not what the book says. It doesn't. It's not. Listen, I feel like the driver's test needs to be a little more intense than just a 5 seconds around the neighborhood. Oops, is this a school zone? You need to go 20. Like, instead of that, there's so much more to driving. I want to see you change lanes. Get to the right. Get to the left. Can you make a turn here? Can you not make a turn here? what's your speed limit looking like? Listen, because it's stuff that's been questionable, okay? And not everybody's a good driver. If we can be honest, nobody's a great driver, okay? Everybody has their days and their flaws. I have my days, you guys, where I'm like, who let me be on the road today? Who let me be on the road? And then there's other days when I'm like, okay, so we're driving, and this is the stuff that blows me out of the water, okay? Because you feel like you're a bad driver, and then a worser driver pulls up. Like, my guy, we are going 45, 50 in a 35 lane, and you are passing me. How are you passing me? We're not even supposed to be going this speed. What is happening? This is 35. I am 50. How? Listen, I ain't never done it, Mom, but I have seen people do it. It wasn't me, Mom. It was she watching. It wasn't me, but you know what I mean. Like, how are you gonna be a worse driver than me out here? How? Somebody has to have a little common sense. Now, granted, I have broken down the math, and I have understood that, listen, if we all go the same speed limit, if I'm going 35, there is no way everybody behind me can go 35 too. Somebody has to go, 32. Then somebody has to go 30. Then it goes on back and back. We can't just all drive 35. Who made this up? Listen, but you can't say, please drive a reasonable speed, because people don't know a reasonable speed. Reasonable to you may not be reasonable to me. You know what I mean? Like getting a pair of shoes for $125. Reasonable. To somebody, they like, girl, go to the Walmart. Go to the Walmart. So, listen, we need more tests when it comes to the driver's tests. Listen, I still can't parallel park to save my life. It's still cricket. I'm still not close to the edge. It didn't help. It didn't. I just make sure that I can park in a decent way. Listen, it's even people who can't even park going left. They got to park going right. Listen, like, I feel like we weren't properly trained for this. Everybody's just out here with driver's license with no ability to drive. We're just praying that you don't get in a wreck and get in an accident. And 9 times out of 10, it won't even be your fault if you get in an accident. It blows my mind. It blows my mind. I have literally been sitting at a stoplight, and the person behind me cuts me and goes through the stoplight. Like, am I blind? Are we not seeing the same lights here? Are we not seeing the same lights? It just blows my mind. Like, we need we need tests, okay? We need tests. You need to show me how to buckle up all of my groceries so that when I'm driving, they're not flying out of the window. That should be a test, okay? What's another test we can do? Highway. The highway test is needed, because at this point, all of us are driving on the highway without ever having been tested on knowing if we know how to drive on the highway. Some people be like, this is the slow lane, this is the fast lane, this is the medium lane. And my mom is like, no, this is the lane where you get over. This is the lane where you do. I'm like, there's too many rules going on. That's why people are just driving so stupid. That's exactly why people are just driving so stupid. But people can make your blood pressure go from 0 to 100 real quick. Cut me off at the right time. Cut me off at the right time. I'm coming for you. I'm following you halfway home. Listen, and road rage is crazy. Road rage has everybody scared to honk. Like, how did that become like cussing? Okay, I think it became cussing because people don't know how to honk. People don't know how to do the courtesy toot toot or the toot. Y'all want to hang on and lean. Like, listen, the horn was there for a reason. You know what I mean? It was there to help somebody out. But you honk now and they ready to get out of their car and jump and smack you across your face and then drive off because you honked at them. Because they was sitting at a green light texting and driving. That's another thing I don't like. I don't like people who text and drive. I can't do it, so you shouldn't be able to do it either. Y'all, but I'm broken, okay? Like, it's to the point that I can't even eat driving. My guy, I see people wrapping up the burgers and holding. How are you you're not enjoying your food. I'm the type that literally, if me and mom are going out to eat or something and I'm driving, we are pulling over to the side, okay? We are getting to a parking lot and we're going to enjoy our food there, because listen, I can barely hold on to fries and keep my hands on the steering wheel. Somebody's gonna come for me for saying that, but it's facts, okay? Listen, I be struggling. I drop one. I try to drink. I'm like, Where's the cup? Okay, there's the cup. Literally, that's me. That's me. It's the struggle for me. So the fact that y'all doing all of this and thinking you driving properly, I got questions. That should be on the test too. Can you eat a drink and drive properly? Okay? Can you do that? Cause most of y'all can't. And y'all trying to. And it's causing a struggle. And you can tell when people can text and be driving because they start leaning over. And you're like, why are you going to this line? We are supposed to go straight. And the next thing you know, they're on their phone. Listen, I do not condone texting and driving at all. That's why when y'all see me in the car recording, y'all can see my hand because I don't have my selfie stick. When you see me in the car driving, well, you won't see me in the car driving, but when you see me in the car recording, I am literally just sitting, okay? I'm at a park. I'm sitting, in front of the house because I can't do it. I don't have the skills to do it. I'm not about to sit here and risk my life for it all for y'all to see my little 5-minute video. I just ain't got it in me. I'm sorry. I do apologize, but I don't. But for those who can do, but please do it safely, is what I say. But that should be on the driver's test. Y'all sit there and say don't text and drive. They're still doing it. So sis, what are we going to do? We might as well train them how to do it properly. Let's test them. Listen, let's test. That'd be something you got a special license where you'd be like, yeah, I can drive and text. That would be something. Listen, the other test I need is how not to be nervous whenever a cop gets behind me. Because listen, I could be doing fine. I could be, driving the proper speed limit and I will lower it because there's a cop behind me. And I'm pretty sure they get so mad at us. At us peasant pedestrians. I'm pretty sure they get mad at us because listen, the fact that every time you see me, you slow down, you are messing up where I'm trying to get to. I could only imagine. I know they'd be in the back like, can you please go? It is not 20, it's 35. I'm about to pull you over for going this slow. You are looking very suspicious. So, listen. Driving be a headache sometimes. I love to drive. I will say I do enjoy a good drive to clear my mind. I do like driving. However, y'all don't know how to drive and it upsets me and it makes me not want to drive. It makes me want to stay in the house, as well as these gas prices that make me want to stay in the house. Every trip I take should not cost me $20. It just should not. I'm confused. I went 10 minutes away. How do we need $20 worth of gas to get back to full already? Make it make sense. This is why I want to get my driver's license. This is why. Because it's foolishness out here. But yes, I was just driving and this is literally the stuff I experienced today and I just had to share. I have no clue what was in that bag. I think it was the bag that I had my drink in and it was empty and it just flew out. Listen, I wish it well on its journey because I have no clue what it was. And that is crazy. That is crazy. But yes, there's a little change of scenery, y'all. Me in the car, chit-chatting with y'all, talking about how the driving test sucks. Listen, let me know what you think should be in the driver's test. Because I'm pretty sure y'all have some experiences where y'all like, that should have been on the test, okay? We'll bump all that written stuff. We should have did a bunch of practice tests before you got your license. There is no way you should have got your license in 15 minutes because you know how to park and because you know how to drive around a circle and see a school zone. There needs to be more to it because you are sending these people out here with zero experience and you letting them go and we have to deal with them on the road. The foolishness, the nonsense. I'm tired of it. I'm over it. Over it. But yes, that's today's chit chat. My hair is different, very much so. It is not hers. However, it is very cute. It is 90 degrees out here where I am. It is hot. I am sweating. Okay? Sweating. So I was like, we are putting on something short because even my natural hair is longer than this and thicker. And that would have been even more of a mess to deal with. So, yes, a slap and go. Short. She's cute though. It's giving you a little 90s vibe. Like I have a song for y'all that's gonna have you nodding your head. You know what I mean? A little something. But yeah. that's what we on today. I'm about to get out of this park, go to the house, which is literally like 2 seconds away, which is fabulous. Okay, my people. It's just the convenience of certain stuff where I live that is just perfect. But yes, I'm getting ready to go. Take these groceries up in the house. I don't feel like taking in, but I got to and putting them away. But yeah. Hope you guys are having a good day, a good night whenever you're watching this. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I will see you later. Let me know what else needs to be on this driver's test, because this is not working. It is not working for me. Do you have any driver stories? Because listen, I do have a couple. I do. Maybe I'll share them at a later date. But yeah. All right. I see you guys later. Try to be good drivers. Listen, if you know you're wrong, admit you're wrong. Listen, I have been on the road and I have like passed somebody on accident that I didn't know. Don't be in my blind spot, sir. You know, stuff like that. Just certain stuff where I had to be like, my bad. It was me. I've literally gotten flicked off and be like, I know. Let me get out of here. All right. Bye, y'all.